with helicopters racing to douse the flames with water drops. It raised the number of major wildfires in Los Angeles County to 6 by Wednesday evening. From space, the conflagration could be seen gripping the city in a glowing red pincer. The earlier fires have already caused several deaths and destroyed hundreds of homes, while strong winds have hampered firefighting efforts and intensified the flames, which have burned uncontrollably since they erupted on Tuesday. Over 100,000 people have been evacuated, while state officials said 4 of the blazes were at 0% containment as night fell Wednesday.
This firestorm is the big one.
LA Mayor Karen Bass had returned to the city after cutting short an official trip to Ghana.
We are still facing strong and erratic winds. In Palisades and in Sylmar, we are very much in an active firefight. I can report to you that the Woodley fire, however, in the Sepulveda Basin is under control. I can also report that finally air operations have resumed, and that is a big deal, but it is up to the winds as to how long the air support can continue.
The Palisades fire had already consumed over 15,000 acres in the upscale area west of LA, home to many celebrities and musicians. Officials said some fire hydrants had run dry there, hobbling firefighters. To the east, the Eaton fire in the foothills of the San Gabriel Mountains claimed about 10,000 acres. They struck at an especially vulnerable time for Southern California, which has not seen significant rainfall for months. Dry desert air from the east also fanned the flames while blowing over the hilltops and down through the canyons. Scientists say it's all come well outside the traditional wildfire season. They mark the latest in weather extremes likely
over the past 24 hours to...
I'll go over these points in Spanish at the end as well. Let me turn it over to City Manager Miguel Marquez.
Good afternoon. My name is Miguel Marquez. Excuse me, Miguel spelled M-I-G-U-E-L, Marquez, M-A-R-Q-U-E-Z. I am the city manager for the city of Pasadena. It's been a brutal 22 hours here in Pasadena. My heart aches for all who lost their homes, their memories, and their sense of security. About 22 hours ago, we first learned of a fire in Eaton Canyon. As they always do, and despite the dangers, our first responders rushed to the scene. They found darkness, they found fire, and they found 80-mile-per-hour winds. Air support was not possible under those conditions. Our first responders did all they could under those brutal conditions to put out the fire, putting their own lives at risk to save others. They battled through the night, with more and more joining the fight as the night wore on. Our police officers went door to door, ensuring as many residents as possible were evacuated to safety, including many seniors and those with mobility limitations. They saved many, many lives in the last 22 hours. Their efforts were heroic. Our first responders, our Public Works Department who cleared the streets, Pasadena Water and Power who kept the power on and the water flowing throughout the night. Public servants from so many different agencies came together in the last 22 hours to keep as many people safe as possible. Together, many, many lives were saved. The battle continues, as does our resolve. We will put out the fire, and then it will be time to rebuild. In this community, we may get knocked down, but we always pick ourselves up. Many thanks to our first responders, our city staff, our city council, our county, state, and federal partners, our education partners, our nonprofit partners, our business partners, our partners in the media, and most of all, our residents. Thanks to all for once again stepping up and doing what needed to be done to keep people as safe as possible in the face of danger. We will not relent. We will heal. We will rebuild. These last 22 hours didn't bring us down. They made us Pasadena strong. Thank you.
Next, I'll invite LA County Supervisor and our Supervisor, Catherine Barger.